Sekur is a data messaging, also email system that is secure. They're different from some of the other platforms that are so popular. And with me is Alain Ghiai, the CEO of Sekur, to talk about the company and a big raise that you just got financially, Alain. So congratulations on that. It says something about the company and the potential. Do you want to tell me the details on that?
Sure. Thank you, Jane. And hi, everyone who's watching us. So what we do is we do secure and private communication like email, chat, etc. Now, last year, we raised in US dollar, I would say was about $7 million in 2021. And this year, we did this last raise. We were very fortunate and grateful to our shareholders because the raise was actually done at a higher market value than our present share price, and we were looking for about $400,000 or $500,000 US to have a few people in that missed the ones last year, and we closed about 800,000 plus Canadian. That's about 600 plus US. What's important to know is that in this market, which is catastrophic, let's say, there's quite a few days where you have a few hundred points down, we were able to have a price, a firm price, and maintain the price. At some days, it was 20% above the market price. So that's important to know. So we raised about $600 plus $1,000, 812,000 Canadian at 26 cents, I think, US, or 28 US, with a full warrant at 56. And that sets a precedent as well for any future uplisting that we may do. It shows that we do offer a certain value. People recognize the value of the company, and they're not going to negotiate 3, 4, 5 cents up and down because the great thing is that it came with a full warrant at 100% above price. So it was raised at 28 cents US, and the warrant is at 56 cents US. Most of the time, the warrants are only 25 cents above the strike price. So that was great. It shows that we have something to offer.
Yeah, well, and I know you've worked really hard. You've got this very unique product that I feel like is in demand as we see hacks on a daily basis, sometimes hourly basis. So the industry you're in, plus the company together, led to that successful raise, I feel.
Yes, we're a simple, clean company. We have subscribers on a daily basis. We have zero debt, and that's a huge thing, not to have a debt or convertible debt, debt that turns into stock. Convertibles, a lot of time we have none of that. We have $6 million in cash US in the bank, and every day, every hour, we have subscribers coming to buy our solution on our website, and it's a recurring revenue model. So every quarter, we really increase our sale. It's like a thing that kind of moves on its own, and people realize that this is an amazing business model in a sector that is really front and center of people, businesses, and politicians' minds. So we're starting to see that recognition finally for Sekur, the company and the product.
Now, the chat by invite, what is that exactly?
So chat by invite is a very unique feature of our messenger. As you know, if you want to chat with someone, when you use a big tech platform, whether it's WhatsApp, Signal, or anything else, the other person needs to have the same application. If not, you can't chat. Also, when you sign up to this application, you need to give your phone number first, then you can sign up and download. First of all, we never ask for your phone number because that's the first entry door to the hackers and the data miners, to you and all your contacts. So first, there's no phone number. Nobody knows you're using our product. It's like being invisible and doing your business and hiding from all the hackers. So that's one thing. Then we figured we wanted to have something, because we're not a $1 trillion company like Facebook, right? With WhatsApp that's so ubiquitous. We wanted to have a system where people say, okay, I'm going to use Sekur Secure, but I know I can chat with someone who doesn't have Secure. So what we did first was chat by invite using email. So that was, version 1, where you, Jane, would receive an email from me, click on it, and then you can chat with me on a browser. And when I'm done, it's over, it disappears everywhere. And if you click on that link again, it'll prompt you to buy the product. Now we have SMS, because everybody said, well, email is kind of, intrusive. I just want to text someone. So now I can text you, Jane, or anybody. We have multiple countries. We have probably 6, 7 countries in Latin America, because we're doing a big launch there. Switzerland, obviously some countries in Europe, Australia, New Zealand, US, Canada. So now I can text someone in those countries and says, hey, Alain wants to chat with you. You get it on your text, you click, and now it opens a browser, you chat with me, and that chat, the whole conversation just happens in Switzerland because nothing goes over the net. So when you click, you connect yourself through our Helix technology to our servers in Switzerland. And what's really cool is that you don't need to buy the application. You don't need a special password, and you don't need to register to our service, because that's kind of cumbersome for people. Now, you and I are just regular people. We're not conducting business. We just want to have a private chat. But now imagine all the financial, doctor, legal, broker, mortgage, all of that. They communicate with their clients. Now we have the same system with email, which is Secure Send, right? The same concept. In Secure Send, you can even make the message disappear. You can create a password before they get in. This is just easy. It's a text. So now if I'm a mortgage broker and I need to chat really quickly with a client, I can send them something and say, here's the paperwork, take a quick look, let me know yay or nay. You got the house for that much, this is your rate. If I'm a trader, if I'm an investment banker, and my client uses only WhatsApp, because banks have regulations, right? They need to use certain tools. But a lot of business is done after hours, outside of the office. So our system, actually, we're building an archiving feature for FINRA-regulated companies. But basically, an investment banker can chat with someone in Brazil, for example. Probably they use WhatsApp there. They actually do. Telegram was banned in Brazil, so that's only left is WhatsApp. But then the banker did his job. Is I use a secure and private communication tool. That's the best I could do. The client clicked on it. We had a private chat. It was secure, and now it's gone. So that's pretty amazing. So that's what's going to happen in the next week or two. We're launching, and it's very unique. It's just nobody else has that in the world.
Now, I know you just wrapped up this financing, but so what's next?
So next, in fact, the financing, a lot of that is going to go to the launch of our secure mail application. Okay. So we're launching the app itself, which means that when you buy secure mail, you don't need to configure it on your device. And you won't need to go to webmail to use the Secure Send privacy feature. So that's probably going to be ready by mid-June at the latest, end of May, mid-June. And we want to do a big launch. We're already booking media, channel partner, influencers, etc., in different target audiences. So some of that money is going to go to that. I mean, we did have $5.5 million in cash before, so it's not like we needed the extra 600. But in a market like this, if people are willing to pay a 20% premium for a private placement, you do it. And one of the reasons why we did it now and had to close it is because we have started the process of basically filing for an upgrade to the NASDAQ stock exchange. Of course, full disclaimer, there is no guarantee whatsoever that we're going to make it, but we have had 5-6 offers. We have an investment bank selected, and we have started the process. And when you start that process, once you file your SEC registration, you can't do private placements, right? So this was literally the last one we could do before the big bankers take over. Yeah. And we're optimistic, of course, for our bankers, but we can't make any guarantees, of course, because we have to be very careful careful about what we say and how we say it. We're only going to find out when we're approved, and a couple of days before it's done, we're probably going to do a big press release. But basically, this financing helped us more for the marketing of the product, and also it does pay for the advanced fees for filing, etc.
Yeah.
Anyway, we're very blessed and very grateful to the shareholders who believe so much in us that they paid 20% at that time higher than the market price. And of course, we're doing our best to make sure that they're going to make money. But these are long-term shareholders, right? These are not day traders. Yeah. And we're lucky to have a lot of these, especially a lot of foreigners that are long-term holders. So I'm pretty excited. So we got Chat by Invite coming up this coming month, the email app in June with a big blast. And then after that, as we discussed, we're going to have the voice and the video encryption between more September, October.
Okay. And you mentioned the NASDAQ. So I know you're going to be coming in May to New York.
Yes.
We get to bring you into the NASDAQ in person again and get an update. So what other plans do you have while you're in New York?
Well, I should mention that we have a 96 feet wide ad on the NASDAQ building. One of my biggest fun things to do even at night is just to walk by there and just see the ad. Yeah. It's just unreal. So yes, I'm excited to come to NASDAQ. Another couple of things, we're going to look at some PR companies, because we slowly want to have a bigger press coverage as well as we move forward. And also, obviously, we're going to see our investment bank that's in the process with us, getting to know them, and as we do the process for the filing, and I have a couple of meetings, and that's pretty much it. It's going to be a short visit, but it'll be exciting. And of course, I'm going to be on NASDAQ, excited to see you and our viewers on site from New York at the NASDAQ headquarters.
Yeah, that'll be great. We've got the studio time scheduled, so looking forward to seeing you again in person and getting an update on the business there.
Thank you. Thanks, Jane, and thanks everyone for watching us.
Okay. All right, great.